AITA for telling my friend to stop mentioning pictures my wife posts. I've got a friend who the last couple of years has turned a bit Tatey. He has been wronged by a couple of women in the past couple of years. One left him and got married within 3 months. The other stole a lot of his money, but he seems to have a particular dislike for women selling content or just generally being confident in how they look. That point brings me on to my wife. She's 39 and we've been together since school. She's a very fit and attractive woman and her main hobby is pole dancing. She loves it and has been doing it for a few years. She's really good and she loves it so much. It's great to see her really excelling at something and being so passionate about it. She posts a lot of pictures and video of herself pole dancing on accounts that only friends can follow, so it's not like she does this for attention, even though I've told her if she ever wanted to I wouldn't mind, as a few of her friends have quite big followings, and sometimes when they do shows my wife is in the photos and videos and gets a lot of positive comments. At the weekend I went to my friend's to help him with some DIY and he asked me if I mind my wife posting what she posts. I said not at all, it doesn't bother me. He then said, you're part of the problem. Women are getting too much ego and it's bad enough when it's single women, but married women shouldn't be doing that. I told him if that bothered, then don't look and unfollow her. He said that won't change anything and it's the culture being created around women getting validation for their bodies or some shit like that. I got a bit wound up at this point and asked him if he'd like to ring my wife and tell her himself. He said no, he was just talking to me man to man and I need to grow a backbone. I told him I'm not the one with the backbone problem if he can't handle a bit of flesh and gets offended by it, and Hess the weak one. I ended up leaving and a few mutual friends have said that while I was right, Hess going though a hard time and is a bit vulnerable to this way of thinking. I personally think that's bullshit and we need to tell him Hess heading down a wrong path. Me and my friend are both 41, I forgot to mention that. TLDR friend is heading down a Tate wormhole and said my wife shouldn't be posting pictures of herself pole dancing. I told him to grow up and not be so easily offended. Inether type of calcium MNT says, NTA, good job standing up for your wife's right to enjoy a hobby and be confident. I agree with you about letting him know you, and hopefully your other friends don't agree with these new views he's taking on. If the people around him just let his comments go without any pushback or worse, agreement, it'll only make him feel validated and justified and more comfortable with these new views. He needs to understand that just because he's been hurt by 2 women, doesn't give him the okay to be a misogynist. Even without all that, what business is it of his what your wife does anyways? DJ_2_Supreme_AITA says, NTA. He then said you're part of the problem. Women are getting too much ego and it's bad enough when it's single women, but married women shouldn't be doing that. This mindset is why this man is single. I would be dropping this guy as a friend after this comment. Too bad apples doesn't ruin the whole apple tree. He said no, he was just talking to me man to man and I need to grow a backbone. What he wants you to do is be controlling and force your wife to stop a hobby she enjoys. Pole dancing isn't always seen in an inappropriate light, many people do it in an art form. Also, to clarify, even if she was doing it in an inappropriate way it would still be okay because you're fine with it. That's all that matters. No_database_5101 says, you're part of the problem. Women are getting too much ego and it's bad enough when it's single women, but married women shouldn't be doing that. The correct response is you are an asshole. NTA, thanks for watching, I love you. Follow Reddit Echoes for more.